Balthasar Neumann was born in 1687 in the Kingdom of Bohemia in a city called Eger. Later in life, he moved to Würzburg in 1711 to study civil and military engineering and developed his career as a military officer, where he perfected his skills in architecture. In fact, he would come to create the finest Baroque buildings of the 18th century and would be known as a very successful architect. At the age of 27, he entered the service of the Schaumburg family, specifically Prince Philip Franz, in collaborating to build the residence. By 1720, he was appointed chief architect and was working with important architects such as Hildenbrand and Welsch. One of the striking things about the residence is that it has a rich interior design, but contrasts greatly with the plain exterior design. Neumann created many things for this extravagant palace, such as an oval garden hall. He also had a lot of elaborate walls. And lastly, he had an amazing throne hall and even a chapel. In the residence, there is a grand stairway that Neumann began in 1737. He worked on the inner workings and dynamics of space while also showing off the fresco of Giovanni Battista Tiepolo in the process. The residence was not finished until 1744 and took up much of his career. Here we will see some of the fabulous works of Balthasar in the residence. These are some of his amazing statues, and next we see the fabulous stairway with the fresco painted by Giovanni Battista Tiepolo. Everyone is admiring the ornate detail and Baroque structure. Here we see the stucco design of the white walls. In addition to the residence, Balthasar took up many other projects for the Schaumburg family and was eventually put in charge of all major building projects in Würzburg and Bamberg. Some of these included public buildings and even water systems. Another truly famous work of Balthasar Neumann, however, is the Basilica of the 14 Holy Helpers. His main idea for the church was to have an altar as its central element where the 14 saints known as the Helpers in Need appeared in a vision. His plan was not followed through, though, as he had to alter it. Neumann's ideas with blending a central planned church with a longitudinal wave were worked out in full expression at the Church of Nereschien. This would be Neumann's last great church. Here we will see some of the great works of Balthasar in the Basilica of the 14 Holy Helpers. Here we see the beautiful exterior design of Balthasar Neumann. This is where we see the longitudinal nave. There is one of the 14 saints of the Helpers in Need. Neumann eventually died in 1753, but he still managed to have a fulfilling life by continuing to concern himself with problems of military engineering and even by teaching military and civil engineering to students at University of Würzburg. Many of his legacies still stand tall to this day.